Hey everybody, welcome back to my far away corner here in Vintage Story. In the last episode, I traveled 7,000 blocks in order to find this, the entrance to the Residence Archives. And once I found it, well, I found two things. One, I had forgotten to bring any temporal gears, and two, this area is not temporally stable. And so I set out with a couple immediate goals at hand. First was to find someplace that was a little bit more stable, because it's going to get even more unstable when I actually go down into the archives. And I'm going to need to come out and restore that sanity, and finding an area that is temporally stable is really, really important for that. And secondly, I needed to find a good way to get off of this ice-capped mountain, because yuck. So I set out to just start digging. And I dug myself a little path. One, to get off of the mountain, and two, to get away from the Resident Archive entrance, and hope to find someplace that is a little bit more stable. And so, welcome to my home away from home, here in the middle of the mountain, where I've set up camp temporarily because this area is temporally stable. The gear is spinning in the right direction once again. And as we continue to follow this path on down, we actually get off of the mountain and out to the nearby lakes. And so task number one was complete, but still I needed to get home and get the temporal gears. And so in between episodes, I did just that. I ran 7,000 blocks back home, got some temporal gears, cooked up more food, did a little bit of tending to the farmstead, and then ran back 7,000 blocks to come back here. And I've got quite a bit of temporal gears. First things first, though, we absolutely need to set the spawn before I forget to do that and make an even more catastrophic mistake. Now, if I happen to die inside the archives, this is where I'll appear, and I'll at least have a chance of getting my stuff back. Because I do have, my backup armor. It's only iron, but this is still going to be really important for trying to get back and get my stuff, And I'll be able to re-gear a little bit. On the way back, I stopped and visited a couple more traders, and I'd managed to find some gears in one of the ruins along the way, and so I bought an interesting tree. Hey, I'm not home yet, but it is another new trader. Let's see what they have to trade here. Ooh, what is a capoke seed? I have no idea what that is. That is interesting. Okay, so a capoke is a kind of tree. Interesting. You know what? Yeah, let's go. Let's get that capoke seed. There we go. And you know what? Let's buy the bread, because I kind of didn't bring enough food with me. All right, keep on going on. We are somewhat close to home, though. Getting there. And then, of course, once I got home, I decided to go ahead and tend to the cottage cheese, because why not? Well, while I'm home, I might as well take care of the curdled milk that I had set up. The question is, how much salt does it take? And I don't know. Okay, it looks like it takes 5. We'll turn into 50 liters of cottage cheese in 24 hours. I don't know. It might be ready by the time I leave, but probably not. And finally, on the way back, I had a near catastrophe. Whew. It's easy to get complacent when traveling across the land. Oh. Whoa. Oh, that would have been the end of me right there. Wow. And with all of that done, and with the storm raging outside, I really think that there's nothing left to do except actually head into the archives. Now, I've tried to prepare as best I can, and I'm going to be honest with you, I'm nervous. So I've got my good lantern, I've got a shield, I've got a few spears, because I think some ranged weapons might be good, bit of food, and some bandages and some blocks, as well as torches. And I think that's about it. There's going to be a lot of loot in there, and I'm going to want to have room to collect all that loot. And I think my first attempt here anyway is just going to be trying to get to the bottom and get a lay of the land. I think it's definitely going to take more than one trip, and maybe even as upward to 10. Again, because the area is temporally unstable. Although I don't have a gear, so I guess I'll go back and get a gear or two. Because you can reset your stability with some temporal gears. Or at least add to it anyway. And that's a big reason about why I brought so many. Now maybe I'll find some more from drifters, because there's going to be drifters, and they're going to be tough, and temporal gears are always a possibility as a drop from drifters. So, maybe I'll just get enough through the process of killing the drifters that I encounter there, but I want to have a couple with me regardless. I'm nervous. I am so nervous about this, honestly. But I guess it's just time to head on down. Alright, well, let's go. Let's see what we get into here. Torch holders, I guess I'll use those. There's a lot of them. I don't think we need every single torch in there. I've only got 60 or so. I hear bad stuff already. And this weird noise just continues. Oh, cannot build or destroy here. It's claimed by a higher power. What? We can't destroy these things? We can't place blocks? Whoa. How are we supposed to do anything down here? So I brought these lanterns. No, I can't place the lanterns. But I can place inside torch holders, which I guess is going to be good enough. Whoa. This is huge. Wow. There's some weird sounds coming from that way that I have no idea what they are. I'm not seeing any more torch holders to put torches in either. I wanted to really light this area up. Ooh. That's interesting. Something is glowing green over there. But I just can't see anything. Yeah, there's some more glowing green over there. It sounds like heavy machinery. And my gear isn't turning, actually. It's stable. It's kind of wobbling back and forth. So it seems like it's kind of stable here? Seriously? I can't, bridge over this? Wow. Wow. Huh. A ruined saw. Can be repaired using glue. But how do I get it? Cannot build or destroy here. This is claimed by a higher power. So I guess that's just decoration. But this... I don't know where this is leading me. Whoa. Flasks? Can I take those? No. I can't. Where are we going? Well, this looks like just typical ruins that we see around. But I would love to find some torch holders and put down some torches. Bookshelf with books. Can I take the books? Some rope. I don't know that I care too much about rope. Well, there is a lot of stuff, a lot of interesting stuff, but so far nothing that's been really important, I would say. A butterfly pin. That seems really useless. Ooh. Aged armor stand. Does it have armor? It does. Body black bronze lamellar. Not great. Well, I guess in a pinch, this would be important. I feel like I'm just going to fall through this floor. Or fall through one of these little holes so easily. I don't like it at all. It's a book stand, but I can't take it. Oh, we're heading down to a lower layer. And even lower. Engineering. That's cool. That's really cool. Oh my. Liquid reservoir. Full of some... Oh, whoa. Oh, okay. Oh, I thought that was like a hulking monster of some kind. This area is crazy detailed and crazy interesting, and I have no clue what any of it is. I mean, what is this strange glowing liquid? Can I interact with these valves? No, I don't see that I can. Jonas part, inverted refraction cylinder, and some gears. Definitely useful. Bismuth bronze plaques. I like the idea of them. They're really cool, but I'm going to have to go unload my inventory a little bit, I think. Well, the engineering room has been pretty interesting. I think for a first trip, I think I'm happy. Let's get out of here. I'm loaded with all kinds of semi-useful stuff. And I've gotten a bit of an understanding about the layouts of the archive here. But okay, that seems to be fairly easy. I guess I'll see you back at the base. Well, first trip into the archives was very interesting, somewhat uneventful, but honestly, I like it that way. I came out with a few items, but nothing that seems to be earth-shattering yet. This Jonas part definitely seems to be one of the most interesting. But the other interesting thing to learn is that we can't place blocks. So that really kind of means that the extra lanterns that I brought in and the extra blocks that I brought in were just wasted space the whole time. So we'll put these guys up. Not going to use those. Otherwise, there's some normal items. You know, these arrows, the black bronze arrows, the bismuth bronze plaque. These are all just normal items that I probably could make if I really wanted to. So finding them wasn't that big of a deal. The treasure chest sounds really neat. I mean, this is just a nice decorative item. I'm glad to have that. But I guess the lore book. The lore book is the thing that is the most important and interesting out of it. So let's see what we get. Oh, what? I can't read it? Come on, I thought for certain. This is a different color and everything. A story passed down for others to read, lore about Jonas. Aw, it's a duplicate. Well, that is super disappointing. Well, guess it's time to go down for round 2. And it is super freaky. We're up here in the clouds. I see that white haze that just went away? That was the clouds. But let's see what we can find this time around. Man, I so wish that I could light this up. Oh, library. I should have gone here first. The door cannot be opened by hand. Wonder how we get into the library. And this brings me all the way back around to the beginning. Okay, so we went all the way around on this level. We found the library and something else. What was this? The Bell Workshop. But no way to get into them, it seems. And it doesn't seem like there's a way into the library through the stairway here either. Maybe there will be. We'll just find it later. Okay, so this level had engineering on it, which was very interesting. Is there anything else on this level? Probably. Alright, what do we got? Nobles' quarters. Well, let's go. What do the nobles have? Ooh. This looks fancy. It's so hard to know what is lootable and what is not. You know? Like all of these bookshelves with books. I want them. I want them. But I can't get them. Omok pieces? I'll take them, why not? These seem to be some kind of game. Ooh. Oh, gold ingots? Wow. And the Forlorn Hope helm. Only protection tier 1, but it sounds like it's a pretty interesting artifact nonetheless. Can I take scrolls? I can't. Shoes? Why not? Another butterfly pen. I'd like some tapestries, please. I'd like some lore books, please. A globe. I want the globe. A granite stone. Really? A stone. That's all you're giving me is a rock? And another rock. I think the game's trying to tell me something here. I just now noticed these glowy things up here. What are those, I wonder? Broken pipe. Oh, whatever the glowy liquid is in the engineering is going through these pipes, and that's leaking out. And it's glowing. Uh-oh. I accidentally took off my good chain armor and put on this Forlorn Hope broken helm. I gotta be very careful not to do that again. Well, so far these areas have seemed to be pretty safe, so I'm glad for that. Not a ton of drifters around. How am I doing on inventory? Well, that seems like that'll just about fill me up, and I'll have to leave once again. Come down here, loot a bunch of chests, and leave. That, I think, is going to be the way things go. Alright, well, the noble quarters were pretty good to us, but it looks like time to head back up to the surface again. And down for round 3. Well, so far this has not really been meeting my expectations, or at least it's not what I had expected. I had kind of expected to have a whole bunch of really terrible fights all the way through this, but it's been a lot of exploring and not a ton of fights, and I haven't seen anything but just regular old drifters, which I'm not complaining about, don't get me wrong. But I also haven't been able to find any good lore, which is something that I've really been wanting to. And not being able to go into these rooms is really frustrating to me, honestly. But we'll head down to the next level and see if we can find another interesting area to explore. And I know it keeps going, but I just really kind of want to explore each level on its own before going on to the next, you know? I don't want to just dive all the way to the bottom. Alright, we got another room with some glowy stuff inside. What is this? Commons. But do we have any good loot? I hear another drifter. Ah, there he is back there. We got some light. Oh my god, there's a whole bunch of... What are those things? Oh my god, what are those things? This has been new for sure. Oh my. Bronze locust? What the heck are those things? What in the world? Can we... We don't skin it. So do we get anything from it? No, we don't. But there's a lot of them. Oh, I think a person could very easily become overwhelmed from all of these things, and I think that's their purpose. Hey, I got a scroll. Okay. Let's take you out. There was a lot of yeah, there was a lot of movement back there. They only take 2 hits, though. So, I'm glad for that. Ah! They're scary. Whoa! Whoa, whoa, what am I in? What's on me? I think it was these things, these metal spikes. Yeah, I was walking on these metal spikes. Okay. You're stuck on some pathing problems, which is fine. Wait, why can't I kill you? Okay, well, I guess you're not going to come after me? Alright, I want to loot everything in here, of course. What did I even get? An empty jug. There's some bowls, which I don't really need. Copper cleaver, wooden club, and some flint. Really? And salt. You know, if I hadn't found salt, that would have been an amazing find. But I feel like where all these spiders were, there was something back here. It was glowing. Yeah, there's another drifter back there. What is that thing? A locust nest. Yeah. If those are bronze locusts, right? Yeah, dead bronze locust. And that's a locust nest. That's where they're coming from. But I don't see a way to kill it. And we're back into this labyrinthine area. What is that? A rosary and a fur coat. Neither of which I really need. But I guess I'm here to take everything, right? Some scribe gloves. Tattered peasant gown. Merchant amulet. These are like bedrooms back here, it looks like. And I'm very quickly running out of space. Ooh, a lore book. Definitely, I'll put something back. Tattered peasant gown? Sure. Except I can't. I can only throw it on the floor. Okay, well, I'll have to try to come back and get this stuff a little later. For now, it's time to head back to the surface once again. Encountering those locusts, though, that was new, and I'd never encountered locusts before. Well, let's get back to the camp and see if that lore book contains anything new. Okay, so I'm starting to separate things out a little bit more, and I feel like maybe 4 trunks wasn't enough storage to bring. I'm throwing a bunch of clothing that I'm collecting over here, and again, I don't really know why I'm collecting all of this, just because a lot of these things you can't get anywhere else, and I don't know. I don't know. I probably won't ever do anything with them, but I'm still collecting them. And the more special things are going down in this chest, which right now includes the collection of butterfly pendants, which there's getting to be quite a bit. These OMAC pieces, which again I don't really know what they're used for, our Jonas part, which is probably one of the more valuable things, and the paintings, which I do appreciate and enjoy the paintings. But this time around, we got a seal. I have no idea what that's used for. A rosary, an amulet, and we got this scroll and this lore book. So hopefully we get something new. Let's put the gloves up there. All right. So scroll. Hey, we got something. Tired of all this damn shoveling. Every morning, Eustace, the boiler needs more coal. And every night, Eustace, the glacifier needs more coal. I suppose I should be grateful to still be alive at this point, but honestly, couldn't they make some kind of little metal man to shovel the coal and then leave me in peace? I'll make sure they stay lit, of course. Make sure the little metal men are keeping up with their work at all. Yes, I quite like the sound of that. Foreman Eustace, keeping everything running. Now that's got some weight to it. Huh, yeah, I'll make sure the little metal men are keeping up their work and all. What little metal men? Are they talking about the bronze locust that we ran into? I don't know. Alright, this one. And it's nothing. It's the book is too rotten to write in. So, yes, it's a book. Yes, I was really excited to get it, but it doesn't contain any lore, and it's really just a decoration piece. Great. Put that right there. All right. I guess we go back for more. But I am going to do something different this time, because I made my little base away from here quite a ways away because of the gears, the temporal instability at the top of the shaft leading down to the resident archives. But as you can see, it takes a lot of time to get back up my staircase that I've made here. I'm pretty far away. If I die and have to go run back after my stuff, I have a feeling that I might just spend a good minute or two of the 10 minutes that I have to get my stuff back just running up these stairs. So I'm going to make a little change. So instead, I'm going to reset my spawn right here, right at the tippy top of it. We haven't had any problems with things spawning up here. I've got some of these path blocks down to keep that from happening, and as I get down deeper, it becomes more temporally stable. So I think that's a smart move. Now also this time I'm going to do something different as well. This whole thing is taking a lot longer than I anticipated, and like I said, it's really not gone the way I thought it would. I thought I'd get down here, have a big boss fight, and then be home for dinner. And well, that clearly hasn't happened. Now also there's clearly something more down here, and I don't even know how far this goes. So let's see if we can find out. Does that? It does. It does. How about I do another one right here? Okay, that is the previous levels. I've been down to that level, so there is like another intermediate level in between. Can I hit that? I can. Very good. So I know that we have one more level to explore that I have not explored, and then we get to the very bottom, and that's really good to know. At least I have some idea of how deep it is, and whatever's going on there, I think getting to the bottom is going to be the right play. So I'm going to head straight there and skip the other level for now. So this is the level with engineering that I have pretty much seen all the rooms on. Going down to the next level. Oh, clearly there was a little problem here. How do we get down to the next level? because, well, I left my pickaxe. I haven't been able to do anything with any of the other things, so how are we supposed to get down to this next level? Am I supposed to just fall? I do not want to do that, because I don't see a good way to get up. Alright, let me try this again. Surely there's got to be something that I've missed. Maybe this is the wrong time to have not brought my pickaxe, because it seems like you've got to dig your way through this. Ah, nuts. Well, let me do that. Let me go back and get that pickaxe. Also, I wonder what I can see down there. I do have a little zoom mod on, and it looks like it's just debris. I thought at first it might be drifters or something. Well, looks like there's... Nope, that's just debris too. Alright. Guess that's not that important. And those torches, you know, they're disposable. So, let's go back and get the pickaxe and I guess try to get down to the next level somehow. Alright, back once again with my pickaxe in tow this time. Yeah. I expected this. This is why I left the pickaxe behind in the first place. So I'm not sure how to get any further down without jumping. And then I don't know how I would ever get back up because you can't do any blocks. You can't place... Wait a minute. I just remembered something. In the commons area, back in here, there was something. We got more of these guys. Not a great surprise, but okay. In this kitchen area, there was a well. I think I can go down there. Huh. Okay. Well, I mean, I can go down there. I think that may be the right way to try to go. Oh my. Oh. I don't like the looks of this at all. Well, I don't know what other choices I have. Okay. There's a little something over there, but this comes out on what seems to be the next level down. Yay, me, I'm smart. Oh, now how do we get down to the next level? I guess we just got to keep on exploring. And apparently my torches disappeared already. What do we got here? Waste. This looks like it might be possibly how we get down to the next one. Nope. I don't see anything except waste. Oh, that's a big one. We're not going past that. There's no way. Can't bridge, can't jump. Nope. Okay, so this should be where the collapse is. Yes. What do we have in this door? Translocator room. Again, a door I can't open. And the end of the line. Well, what am I supposed to do? And obviously there's something really big in the middle. That's very far down. That's far enough down that I could very well die by dropping down there. Well, we've got a bit of a mystery here. I mean, there was more to this commons area that I could explore, but I do not expect that we'll get anything out of it. You know, I think it's going to be the same old junk, miscellaneous items. I don't know what that sound was. That was... Oh, what is that? That's a different one of those. Okay, that's going to be a problem. And we are going to fight something. What is it? Oh. It's a... Oh my gosh, I went flying. I need to be using my shield. I'm almost dead. We're just tanking it. Wow. What was that? Saw blade locust. And we got some things. We got a Jonas subassembly, metal scraps, and a rusty gear. It just kind of threw them on the ground as it died. Nice. Hey, another lore book. Is it going to be something new? We'll find out when we get back to the base. The reservoir didn't seem to have another way through, but I suppose it's possible. So I guess we go back to the reservoir and see if there's another way in. No. I thought there might be some other passage, underwater swimming, or something like that, but I don't see anything at all that would be another way in. Is it possible that over here where this large hole is that there's an easy way down? I wouldn't think so. It doesn't. No, I mean, that's not. It's clearly not trivial. Well, then waste. Back to waste. I mean, I don't know. If I were a game designer, I would make you crawl through the sewers, right? But I don't see anything. Well, I have one thought. I guess it's worth trying. Alright, my idea is back here at engineering. So remember we found the scroll of Eustace, who was responsible for feeding the furnaces with coal. And there was a lot of coal that we found at the back of this room here in these crates. Now I took some of it, but what if we're meant to use it? Uh-huh. Maybe? Oh. Well, I mean, it lit up this area. Oh. Oh. Wow. Okay. Things are happening. I wonder if some of those doors are now going to be open. Whoa. And if we have light, there is some light. Awesome. Okay. Well, let's go check a door. No. But cannot be opened by hand. Darn it. How about that one? That one looks opened. This one was absolutely closed. Okay. What can we find in the Bell Factory? Any scrolls? Oh my goodness. This one goes way back. I don't know how much I like this. Wow, it just keeps getting smaller and smaller and smaller. Why would it be doing this? Oh my, what the heck is that? It's a bell. It's a bell alarm. I don't need the flax. So, what? There, it's listening for me. And there's a drifter that sees me. Okay. So it is definitely noise. It's an alarm. I mean, it's an alarm. Ah! Okay. I don't like that, and I don't want to be in there. Alright, well, we know that this has opened up at least some doors. Not the library, which is the one that I wanted the most. It feels like there's more secrets to be unlocked here in the engineering lab. Like, there's more that we should be doing. And I think they have to do with these valves. Can I turn the valves now? No, I can't interact with them. There are these things up here, and that says, ooh, missing large temporal gear. Which I've never found a large temporal gear. I should have totally figured it out. They give you coal, they give you stuff to make torches. I should have totally figured it out. Well, I did eventually. Okay, this missing pump head. So, apparently there are things that we have to collect in order to make these things start to work. Because one of these gears is spinning, but this big one is not. And I think that it needs to. Is there anything? There is. A pump head does not make. Okay. So we can't make a pump head, which it seems like that thing needs. And a large temporal gear we cannot make. We have to find that too. No, I do not like where I feel like this is leading. I think it's time to head back up to the surface. I am actually running low on food. So let's head back to the surface, see if that lore book contains anything useful, and then regroup. Well, I feel good for having figured out what I have figured out. Clearly there's more. Alright, we are back safe and sound. Let's see if this lore book has anything. It does. Ooh, Dimitri's notes. More Dimitri's notes. These are the findings of Dimitri Arvo regarding the natural habitat of Cade Hill University and its surrounding territories. Despite my best efforts, I have been recruited for a sojourn into the fields and farmsteads of the neighboring countrymen. For the last week, various planters and merchants have been flocking to the university in droves, bleating for wisdom and assistance. Apparently, there is some new blight threatening to ruin the year's harvest, and they cannot solve this affair on their own. Well, such is the responsibility of the learned class. This expedition has taken myself and 2 colleagues a short carriage ride south to the village of Grolt, a miserable, muddy village to be sure. We've taken residence in the mayor's house, where I now write this entry. The mayor has sworn to take us to the infected fields as soon as daybreak tomorrow. I look forward to finishing this task decisively and returning to my studies. Perhaps a hot bath and a bit of delousing will be in order as we... Alright, let's do what we gotta do to get this together. Perhaps a hot bath and a bit of delousing will be in order as well. Alright, it's our favorite snooty, arrogant Dimitri. But we've learned not really a whole lot more, and I really haven't learned anything more about what I need to do. Unfortunately, though, this has taken a lot longer than I anticipated. Like I said before, I thought I'd go into there, have a big boss fight, and be home by dinner, so to speak. But nope, we've got a bit of problem solving and puzzling, as well as a lot of exploration. And the path ahead does not look appealing to me, so I'm going to think about what other options I might have. Going through the Bell Workshop, while it will probably yield the pump and the large gear that I think I need in order to get the rest of the equipment running in the engineering room, sounds horrible. Absolutely horrible. But, you know, there's got to be a bigger boss than those guys, and I've just got to face it and do it. You know, I try to do things the easy way. I'm not a bull in a china closet kind of person, and so I'm trying to think it through and do the smart thing, not just the obvious thing. But anyway, I think we're out of video time, and I think we'll have to wait until the next episode to continue exploring the Resonance archives. So, until then, remember, be excellent to each other. I'm out.